Right now, somebody is getting a knock at their door, a process server handing them papers, a lawsuit they didn't expect or maybe ignored. And what's most people don't realize about this is once that lawsuit is filed, you are now on the clock. Miss that deadline, they don't argue with you. They don't negotiate. They win automatically. And after that, they can go after your bank account. They can take money out. They can freeze it. They can garnish your wages 20 to 25% per paycheck. So you'll be paying them more than you was paying the original creditor. And in some states, they will come after your assets. So this stuff is real. This is happening to people every single day. People just like you. You're watching this video because you probably typed in on YouTube or TikTok or Google or Facebook what to do if I'm getting sued by a debt collector. So people just like you every single day are getting sued. And here's the truth. Most of the lawsuits fall into three main categories. And if you understand them, you have a real chance of fighting back. These are the most common debt collection companies who will try to sue you. I'm going to go over original creditors who don't sell their debt and debt collectors. So companies like Capital One, American Express, and Discover, but now Discover is part of Capital One, Barclays Bank, Navy Federal in some instances. These companies, and there's a few other ones, credit card companies, they will sue, go and hire an attorney and sue you directly. But more than often, most of them are going to be coming from debt buyers like Midland Credit Management, Portfolio Recovery, Jefferson Capital, Calvary. These are going to be debt buyers who buy debt and they either collect it for themselves or they'll sell it to another debt collector and that debt collector will sell it. So they don't issue the card. The companies like Midland and Portfolio, they just bought the debt for pennies on the dollar. And here's where it really gets interesting is most of these cases rely on incomplete records. They might not have the originally signed contract, full payment history, proper chain of ownership, and other information that is required when they buy the debt. And don't worry, I'm going to give you solutions for original creditors also. But if you don't respond, none of that matters. They will win by default. The strategy here is to force them to prove everything, because if you force them to prove everything, many times they cannot win. They're not even expecting you to do it. So this includes online lenders, installment loan type companies, some of these business loan places that pretend to be, they're personal loan places pretending to be business loan places, high interest lenders. Now, all of these cases must be put together different to respond to them because the loan is usually more recent. There's more documentation. But here's where most of the issues usually come up. Did the money actually reach your account? I actually had a customer that I didn't even believe it. I really didn't believe it until he showed it to me. He was like, Steve, they're trying to foreclose on my house. They are actually trying to foreclose on my house. And I was like, okay, what happened? Maybe we can help you. And he said, well, they're claiming that I took $58,000, but I didn't. I was like, okay, half of me was like, he might not be telling me the truth. The other half, I just kept an open mind and I said, okay, let me look at your documents. He said, Steve, I'm going to even go further than that. I have the checks that I did not cash because I felt that this company, it was a mortgage refinance or the word ain't even coming to my mind right now, where he was going to get some money out of his property. And he said, I got the checks. I told him that I was not going to cash them, and I never did cash them. This is like 5-6 years ago. He just said, I want to cancel the loan. He canceled it, with enough time before they could try to say that the days ran out. And it was crazy, but he has it, but they still sued. And we had to help him create a document to get the judge to even look at it, because the judge even they got the lawsuit and he did some sort of response himself the first time, and then we helped him out after that. But the first time the judge said, I just believe that you took the money. They presented loan documents. I believe you took the money. We had to create a document to get the judge to, number one, look at it again and ask for all transaction history, because if they did that, if the judge simply did that and said, okay, this man said he didn't get the money, prove to me that he took the money, show me the transactions. There's not going to be any transactions. And then to top it all off, the icing on the cake, he has the checks. I mean, what else do you need? He has the checks proving that he never cashed them. So also something else that I've found, especially dealing with the payday lenders, is that the legal terms may not be legal in your state. I find this a lot with these online payday lenders. And then also with some of these business loan places where they disguise them. It's a personal business loan, but it's really a personal loan disguised as a business loan. The loan structure, let me tell you the reason why they do that, because they can charge higher interest rates to a business than they would be able to do to a consumer. But they are still structuring these loans in a predatory way, putting businesses in a bad situation. I'm helping an individual right now who is getting sued for over $121,000, and there were all types of issues that they put his business into due to the way that they wrote that loan. And no, if something else that you need to be aware of is that a business cannot represent itself. It cannot be represented by the owner. You have to get an attorney. But Stephen A. Williams found out a way that you would be able to have yourself heard. Because number one, if the business go down, who are they going to be coming after you? Wasn't there a lady, Pinky or someone on with that vegan store? I don't like to say the first part, but she got sued. They did the bankruptcy, and then they came after her. So no matter what, they're going to come after you if you personally guaranteed for it. So there needed to be some sort of remedy for you to be able to tell the judge what happened, because even if the business is closed, even if the business is open, they're going to still come after you for, like, the business don't sit there and be like, this is what happened to me. This is what, judge, this is what happened to me. This is you, and then here's your business talking. Okay, this happened to Steve, and then here's the business. This is what happened to the business. No, you're going to have to be the one that speaks on that. So me, Stephen A. Williams, with the creative mind, with understanding, because I was in court myself at one period, that there has to be some sort of way for the business owner to be able to, number one, represent themselves, because they have a personal guarantee on whatever happens, and to be able to get the work. Because let me just tell you that if you could get your story out on stuff, a lot of good things can happen. That's what we specialize in. So a lot of the cases that we are seeing is loans that were sold multiple times, interest rates that are inflated, that are illegal interest rates according to some state laws, and records that don't even match the actual balance. And if there's no clear proof of transfer or terms, that can be the number one challenge of a case. But that's, there's way more than that, but that's just like the basics of what you could do. Now let's talk about the other ones. That another one type of lawsuit that we're always seeing is that these auto repos, and it's from the deficiency balances. This means that you got your car repossessed, and then they sold it to a debt collector, or even if it's like Santander, some of the times they maintain that debt, and then they're going to sue for that remaining balance, that deficiency, after they sold the car. But here's what most people don't even know. After repossession, the lender must follow strict laws. They must notify you properly. If they sell the vehicle in a commercially reasonable way, they can't just throw it out there and be like, oh, we're going to make money here, but then we're going to go depend on going after the person, going after you for the money. There's a whole bunch of things that you can challenge on that. We're very good at that. And they also have to apply the value to your balance. So whatever they sold the car for, they have to apply that correct balance to whatever they claim that you owe. But that's just like the base of what they do. So if they sold it for cheap, they didn't notify you correctly, they can't prove how it was how they calculated the deficiencies, you may not owe it, you may have a way out. We can help you with that type of thing. Now, here's the biggest mistake that people make. They think, I don't owe the debt, I don't have a defense, and there's no way that I can do this because I don't know how the legal system works. They get emotional. This whole thing is about proof, procedure, and strategy. And if the plaintiff can't prove their case, they lose. They try to get you mixed up. They get your head spinning. You can't sleep at night. You're arguing with your spouse. I even had a man come to us. He wants us to help him settle a debt that his wife doesn't even know that he owes. Like, they're suing him right now for over $50,000. He's like, I need to take care of this. And we were like, okay, we can help you take care of it. And the first thing he said is, can we take care of this without his wife knowing about it? I'm this type of person, and I tell my staff this. We can definitely help him. His privacy is his privacy. But I encourage that man to talk to his wife and let her know what's going on, because this is how problems start happening in the marriage. You don't need to be hiding nothing from anybody. I talked about what happened with me when I got sued for $104,000. The paperwork didn't scare me. The paperwork didn't scare me. And I'm not saying that I was afraid of my wife, but it was like, I got to take this dang piece of paper home and here, show my wife and be like, we're getting sued for $104,000. What my wife said is like, okay, we got to work our way through it. That's just how she is. My wife is like the type of person that's like, I just rather know, and then we could just start from there. That's how we've always been. Maybe that's why we've been married now going on 37 years, because we don't hide any stuff. We just going to be like, hey, this is what's going on, and we got to deal with it. And most of the time when you do that, I would say all of the time when you do that, it makes everything better. And both of you got two minds. You got that Napoleon Hill where you got that mastermind, because you got one or more people can make a mastermind. No arguing, no hiding, and you can start working towards a solution. And that's exactly what we ended up doing, and that when I had that lawsuit back in 2002. So if you've been served, do not ignore it. That's how people lose before they even started. Summons Master, we help you create a court-ready response, avoid default judgment, and give you a real chance to get your case dismissed. Now, I'm going to give you two options. Option number one, if you just don't want to deal with putting your documents in the Summons Master, you can go to our website, and it has it right at the top, done for you section. Link, click that, pick the appropriate lawsuit amount for your lawsuit. That's all you got to do. Send the documents to us. After you do your payment, it'll give you the email that you send the documents to. We'll get them back to you same day or next business day. The other way is, if you want to do it yourself, you can make your documents into a PDF file, upload it directly in the Summons Master, and it'll create a fully formatted court-ready response, avoid default judgment, and get your case dismissed. Now, let me tell you about the added benefits. Is that if you get any documents, we're going to review them. That's part of your fee. If there's other documents that need to be created, depending on the level of your lawsuit, on what you had paid, some documents that needed to be created after that will be included, and that's mainly with the higher case, higher price cases. If your lawsuit is a lower amount, like we got our cases that are under $5,000, that's only $159 or $149 if you do it in Summons Master. You get a discount if additional documents are needed for your case. Like, you can't beat that. Now, let's even go further. I said it gives you a chance to get your case dismissed because we cannot make any guarantees on that. Attorneys can't make guarantees. We have a court system. If people could make guarantees, we wouldn't need a court. It would just be you're guaranteed to win or lose, whatever it is. If you lose your case, we will credit the amount that you paid towards the fee that we charge to take over your case and do the negotiations directly with that attorney, and we do that on the phone with that attorney. All you have to do is sign an agreement, do the power of attorney, and we'll start working on directly with that attorney by phone, not writing letters and, oh, will you do this for us or that? No, we do hard nose negotiations with them. All right, if you have a lawsuit, go to summersmaster.com where you can get your court-ready response, avoid default judgment, have a chance to get your case dismissed. If you have debt collectors sending you letters, be proactive. Go to summersmaster.com, click that, get your account, and then you can upload your debt collection letter, not lawsuit letter. This is only if you're getting a debt collection letter. You can get create an exclusive certified debt validation letter. If you're getting sued by debt collectors, there's also a section in Summers Master for that too. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at creditrepairshop.com. Watch video What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my 2-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website yourorder3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you early, go to summersmaster.com. Upload that debt collection letter and get your debt validation letter created. Exclusive certified debt validation letter can stop a lot of debt collectors from coming after you. Thank you for your time. Subscribe to your channel. Post your questions and comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com.